playoff, the Florida Gators. Taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. This one is out of bounds, a mistake on a simple opening kickoff. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Grab down the middle. It's Davis. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's complete downfield. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught near the sideline. It's Brown. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
And the Wildcats come to the line with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. It's a draw to the back. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but it's a 1st down spotted near the 41.
Well, nice 1st down here by this running back. And what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Motion now from the tight end. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And Wildcats offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he's got it again. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The receivers got it on the jet sweep.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend, but give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up by squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Aiming for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially. You can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the sophomore a little bit too much air into that throw. And the Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Tackle made after a big gain. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebacker shifting around now. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wide out. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He eludes the rush. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Returner tackle right there. That's where he'll start the drive. The Kansas State offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Grab near the sticks. It's Davis. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That's reeled in. It's Davis. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
On the ground, it's Rice. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the gain sets up a 3rd down play. Send the back in motion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to pass this time. With the catch, it's Rice. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Throwing for his running back. Grab down the middle. It's Rice. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Very efficient on 3rd down, and now it's 1st down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wildcats will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Gators offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big runs.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Gators bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And a low line drive, ugly punt. With the return, it's McKinney. And the return will be brought down. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. Hands off to the left. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down here for this offense.
Check. Here we go.
Here comes a handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He hands it off from the gun. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Pressure is coming. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. It's caught downfield. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Gators pick up enough for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, why not save your best for the big stage? And this guy's doing it. He's now over 100 yards receiving on the night. How about this last one? Diving out to make this catch. That might be his best play of the night.
Trying to find room. It's Daniels. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Handoff running right. Tiny space at the 20. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
The obvious move here is to go for a 2-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. And he drops back in the gun. Intercepted in the end zone.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Kansas State.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Davis.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. Heading left after the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there for this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on third down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now.
Ready?
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Line, 22. Ready?
Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards.
Ready?
Second down play coming up. On the run, it's Rice. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Trying to run it. It's Rice.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Movement here from the tight end. Sticking with the running game. He shreds the tackle. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Finds his man. Has the first down. Touchdown, Kansas State. This offense is still clicking. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you